This applies to everyone. If you're a GC, you need to negotiate the forms of the releases with the owner. If you're a sub, you got to negotiate the releases of forms with your GC. If you sign a contract and it has forms of release, we need to change the form of release in advance, so as the project goes on, we're using the right forms, not the forms you don't want to use. So the first thing you have to do is read them, right? Look at the exhibits, make sure that you're comfortable with what they say. So let's go through some very specific changes you can make to your contract to protect you with respect to the releases that you are forced to sign. 1, we don't like the form of the release. A good lawyer wants to try to protect their client with the least amount of turmoil in the process. So what could I do? I could strike that exhibit. I can say, if I'm exhibit A, B, and C, which are the forms of releases, we're going to strike that from the agreement. That seems harsh, right? So is there a more surgical way that I can solve this problem? Yes, I can add to the contract, the parties agree to use the release forms found in Chapter 713.20 in exchange for progress and final payment. Seems kind of harmless, right? When is the last time you talked to anyone that knows what the hell 713.20 is, right? They're like, oh, okay, I guess, sure, that sounds good. So this is a pretty innocuous sentence. Now, a more sophisticated counterparty may say, no, we don't touch our release. And then you're going to now need to get into that release, right? So we looked at the release, we're going to have to start making changes to it. But this deals with the form of the release. This is a sentence you can add to your contract to try to change the form of the release.